Most people think money is about math, intelligence, or luck. But in real life, money is mostly about behavior. Two people can earn the exact same income and still end up living completely different lives. One person slowly builds freedom, peace, and long-term security. The other stays stressed, trapped in debt, and emotionally exhausted for years. The difference is usually not financial knowledge. The difference is psychology. Human beings make money decisions based on fear, ego, insecurity, childhood experiences, social pressure, and emotions they rarely talk about. A person may buy an expensive car not because they love cars, but because they want approval. Someone may avoid investing because they grew up watching their parents struggle financially. Another person may constantly chase bigger income because deep inside they are afraid of feeling behind in life. Money is emotional before it is logical. That is why many wealthy people still feel poor, and many middle-class families quietly build strong financial lives over time. The biggest financial advantage is not having the highest salary. It is having emotional control, learning to delay pleasure, avoid comparison, stay patient during uncertainty, and think long-term can completely change a person's future. Real wealth is often invisible. It is not luxury watches, giant houses, or social media success. Real wealth is having options. It is sleeping peacefully at night, knowing one emergency cannot destroy your life. That kind of security is built slowly through disciplined behavior, not flashy income. One of the biggest mistakes people make with money is believing they must look successful before they actually become financially secure. Modern society rewards appearances. People celebrate visible luxury, but they rarely notice invisible discipline. A person driving a luxury vehicle may secretly be drowning in monthly payments, while another person driving an older car may have investments quietly growing in the background. The psychology of money teaches us that appearances can be dangerous. Many people spend money to impress people who are too busy trying to impress others themselves. This creates an endless cycle of pressure, stress, and financial exhaustion. The painful truth is that external success often hides internal panic. Some people earn high incomes yet cannot survive a few months without paychecks because their lifestyle became too heavy. Meanwhile, financially strong people often look ordinary. They save consistently, avoid unnecessary upgrades, and stay emotionally detached from status competition. Wealth grows in silence. Debt usually grows loudly. Social media has made this problem worse because people compare their behind-the-scenes struggles with someone else's highlight reel. But comparison destroys financial peace. Every person has a different timeline, background, opportunity, and responsibility. The smartest financial decision is often the least exciting one. Building emergency savings, investing patiently, controlling spending habits, and protecting cash flow may not look glamorous, but these habits create stability that lasts for decades. Financial freedom is not built through emotional spending, it is built through calm decisions, repeated consistently for many years. The psychology of money also teaches that fear and greed control most financial decisions in the world. During good times, people become overconfident. They believe success will continue forever. They take dangerous risks, overspend, borrow too much money, and ignore warning signs because emotions make them feel unstoppable. Then difficult times arrive unexpectedly, and panic begins. Suddenly, people sell investments at losses, shut down businesses emotionally, and make rushed decisions based on temporary fear. This cycle repeats again and again throughout history because human emotions rarely change. Smart financial thinking requires emotional balance during both success and struggle. Patience becomes a superpower in a world addicted to instant results. Many people quit too early because they underestimate how slowly wealth grows in the beginning. Financial progress often feels invisible for a long time. A person may save small amounts consistently for years without seeing dramatic changes, but eventually momentum begins to build. Small, disciplined actions repeated over long periods create massive results later. This is why consistency matters more than intensity. You do not need to become rich overnight. You need to survive long enough for good habits to compound. The most successful investors and business owners are not always the smartest people in the room. Often they are simply the people who stayed patient during uncertainty. Emotional stability protects financial growth. When people learn how to stay calm during pressure, avoid emotional reactions, and focus on long-term thinking, they gain an advantage that most people never develop. Wealth is often less about making brilliant decisions and more about avoiding destructive emotional mistakes. Another powerful truth about money is that freedom is far more valuable than luxury. Many people spend their entire lives chasing expensive lifestyles without realizing what they truly want is control over their time. The psychology of money explains that the highest form of wealth is independence. Being able to say no to toxic work, stressful relationships, or unhealthy environments is a financial advantage many people underestimate. Money becomes powerful when it gives a person breathing room. A strong emergency fund, low debt, and controlled expenses can reduce anxiety more than expensive possessions ever will. Financial stress destroys confidence, relationships, sleep, and mental peace. That is why money should not only be viewed as a tool for consumption, it should also be viewed as protection. A person with savings has emotional strength during crises because they are not forced into desperate decisions. They can think clearly under pressure. This changes everything. The goal is not simply earning more money every year. The goal is building a life where fear controls you less. Many people become trapped because their expenses rise every time their income rises. They buy bigger lifestyles instead of buying greater freedom. But freedom comes from simplicity, discipline, and intentional choices. Some of the happiest financially stable people live below their means even when they can afford more. They understand something many people ignore. Peace of mind has greater long-term value than temporary status. Money works best when it creates flexibility, not pressure. A financially strong life is usually built quietly through patience, self-control, and thoughtful decisions repeated consistently. At its core, the psychology of money is really about understanding yourself. Financial success is deeply connected to habits, emotions, identity, and daily behavior. Most people search for secret investment strategies while ignoring the emotional patterns damaging their financial life every single day. Some avoid budgeting because they fear confronting reality. Some overspend to escape stress or sadness. Others stay trapped in jobs they hate because they never built financial safety. Money decisions are rarely just about money. They are often connected to self-worth, fear of judgment, childhood experiences, and emotional survival. This is why financial education alone is not enough. A person can understand investing perfectly and still make terrible money decisions during emotional moments. True financial growth begins when people become more self-aware. When someone learns to pause before emotional spending, stay patient during uncertainty, and stop comparing their journey to others, their entire financial future can change. The psychology of money reminds us that no amount of income can permanently fix uncontrolled behavior, but strong habits can slowly improve almost any financial situation over time. The most powerful financial strategy is usually boring consistency. Save regularly, spend intentionally, avoid unnecessary debt, protect your peace, think long-term. Stay humble during success and calm during difficulty. These simple habits may not look exciting on social media, but they quietly build stability, confidence, and freedom. In the end, money is not only about becoming rich. It is about creating a life where you are less controlled by fear, stress, and financial insecurity. If you found this video helpful, then like, share, and subscribe this channel to get future videos. Thank you for watching this video.